Dr. TV Narayana ji, Shri J.S. Shinde ji, or Honorable Vice Chancellor Shri Chaudhary ji, Dr. R.B. Kakade ji, Shri Atul Mandlekar ji, Shri Dr. P.B. Khadkar ji, Dr. Professor Milind Ubhekar, Dr. Vadlamudi Rao, Dr. Atul Nasa, Dr. Prakash Itankar, Nishikant Raut, all the dignitaries on the dais, all the students, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed my proud privilege to be part of this valedictory function of 72nd Indian Pharmaceutical Congress. And from the report which was just presented, I must conclude that this 72nd IPC has been a grand success. So congratulations to all the organizers and delegates. In fact, the Secretary was telling me that like never before, this time the participation was very huge. More than 10,000 delegates participated. But more than that, each and every event was successful and well attended. And what actually got me more interested is the participation of students. I think in any event of the scientific community, we require larger participation of the students, because finally they are the future torch bearers of the scientific happenings in the society. So their involvement at every stage as a stakeholder is absolutely important. So I must congratulate all the delegate students who have largely participated in this event. I'm told a few of them will also be felicitated later in the course of event. I must also congratulate the Nagpur University for getting associated with the 72nd Indian Pharmaceutical Congress, because it's centenary year of Nagpur University, and Nagpur University recently hosted the Science Congress and now IPC. I think you have done a commendable work in the scientific space. Having said that, I think this 72nd IPC is happening on a very opportune time when the world has witnessed a very worst pandemic, where for almost a year the entire life was at standstill, and all thanks to the power of Indian pharmacy that we could come out of this pandemic. And we are very proud that country like India is amongst 4 or 5 countries of world who could manufacture the vaccine. And all credit goes to our scientists, our pharmacists, as well as our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for leading from the front. Just imagine what would have happened if we would have been dependent on other countries to provide us vaccine. Like the plague 100 years back, when we were ruled by the Britishers, we got vaccine after 6 years. And crores of Indians died. But this time, we were ahead of curve, we were ahead of many developed countries in providing the vaccine. And we must understand that it was not a simple job. The Indian pharmaceutical companies were supported by Honorable Prime Minister, and there was a time when we were almost ready but did not have the raw material, because the raw material was banned by USA. And it was because of our supply of oxychloroquine to USA, which is again the power of Indian pharmacy, that only for India the condition of ban was lifted after Prime Minister's request, and the US President publicly said that India, an Indian Prime Minister, has helped us with oxychloroquine, and now it is our time to pay back, and we got the raw material and we could manufacture all these vaccines which went to everyone. And country like India provided free vaccination. And it also shows our strength, because one vaccine was invented in India and made in India, and other vaccine was invented elsewhere but was made in India. So both the capacities, our capacity to manufacture and our capacity to invent, both were tested, and we excelled in both the things. One more great thing happened due to pandemic. One of your topics was supply chain management. And I think in this pandemic, on a single day, India could create a supply chain to transport and make reach our vaccine from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and from east to west, every single village, every single town, every single habitat. And I think around 3 lakh supply chains, because it was not easy to transport a drug. Drug requires a different type of supply chain. But India's strength into supply chain was actually shown by this transportation of vaccine. And I think now today, when you were deliberating and are deliberating in 72nd IPC, you stand proud, proud Indians who have not only saved our countrymen, but we have actually exported 30 crore doses to 106 countries, by which the power of Indian pharmacy has saved people from 106 countries. And I think, as rightly chosen by you, the motto that we have to excel, but at the same time, we have to be affordable. The Jan Aushadhi initiative by the Prime Minister The generic medicine has changed the entire space. But we need to do more. And today, we also have to have more scientific inventions in the drug manufacturing. We need to create new IPs into the drug space, and also we need to reduce our dependency on import of raw material. We are best at producing APIs, we are best at producing drugs, but the basic raw material still on the bulk part we have to import. And I think with the initiatives of our Honorable Prime Minister, whereby we are creating a few bulk drug parks, will be able to also create and manufacture the basic raw material of the drugs, whereby we will become the pharmacy of world. And I'm sure I could see that day when we will manufacture everything for the world. In Maharashtra as well, we have started acquiring land to create a bulk drug park. In Mihan also, we want the pharmaceutical companies to come. We are creating an ecosystem there. Our honorable leader, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, is also leading from the front. And I'm sure that in Maharashtra, a new ecosystem into manufacturing of drugs and also medical equipments will be created very soon. I'm sure that will all the deliberations in this 72nd Indian Pharmaceutical Congress, and with all your 5 resolutions which you are going to present to the government, I would also like to assure you that all your 5 resolutions which you are going to submit to the government as a part of state government, I would also try to back your resolutions to the central government so that we create a new ecosystem. I'm very happy that this IPC, after 41 years, was hosted by Nagpur. I hope that Nagpur has treated you well. Nagpur is always welcoming, and I'm sure that you will take back very fond memories of the city of Nagpur. I would once again like to congratulate the organizers of 72nd IPC. Thank you very much for having me here. All the best. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.